Hey guys, bear with me. I'm running a little late. I lost track of time today. And I got a program that's not starting.
You're watching Wits. If you're playing in my way, just make sure that you tune in to Wits. You're watching Wits. If you're playing in my way, just make sure that you tune in to Wits. Just make sure that you tune in to List Wits. You're watching List Wits. If you might win, just make sure that you tune in to List Wits.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. I apologize. I totally lost track of time today. I really, really did. I actually made some freaking progress on Tout le monde de savait whatever. I just know it's tout le monde, and I finally made some progress today, and I got so hooked into it that I looked up, and I'm like, oh my god, it's already 6 o'clock. Oh, oh no, I'm running late. So I apologize. Hope everybody's having a good day. We are going to get started almost immediately with the list tonight. Like I said, just because I am running so far behind. Greetings, MWG. How are you doing, sir? Uh, Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to welcome you to the show. For those of you that are here, MWG, Sana, and whoever else I can't see on the chat because the chat never works right. It never works right. Originally, I had planned on doing something on Discord, something goofy, silly, that sort of thing. And like I said, when I looked up, I blew it. I blew it totally. Uh, so it's just going to be basically a couple of lists tonight, I think. Simply because I never plan well. I never, ever, ever, ever plan well. Anyway, so with that, welcome to the show. Hopefully, you guys are here to have a good time, relax, chillax, as they say, or as I say. Yeah, that's my word. Chillax. I have no idea what it means. Just because I made it up doesn't mean I have to give it a definition. So, ladies and gentlemen, it is 1 minute to list time. So let's get ourselves ready, shall we? Because the list of the evening will be coming up shortly. There we go. So tonight's list will involve something or other. My computer's acting up just a smidge, and it's just because I forgot to close it down last night and restart it, and I didn't get to murder anybody. They like basically shut down the Among Us game before I got in, so I was heartbroken. I was left out of the fun. Um, oh, just perfect. Thanks, computer. Thanks for telling me. So, ladies and gentlemen, tonight is the time list. I guess it's kind of fitting. It's trying to send me subliminal messages. I know that's what my computer is doing. So, with that, for those of you who have never seen the list before, it's very simple. We take a word, a phrase, just anything of the sort, and we put it out there for you. And all you have to do is in 30 minutes come up with 10 phrases that contain the word time. And I'm going to be honest, I think it's going to be reasonably easy. I think there are two that will give people problems. And that's it. Just two. So, what do you say we get started with the time list? And our timer officially starts at some point. There we go. Um, do not forget we have the four-letter word right down here below me. That four-letter word is basically a word, just a single four-letter word. It could be whole, as long as each letter you give me completes the appropriate word going across. So we had shot, bowl, last, and load. And for some reason, my computer is being really weird. Because I cannot read my Streamlabs chat. No time like the present. The time is now. Time after time, just in time, and in the nick of time. All good ones. You know what? I think I've got to go. I've got to close chatbot and reopen her. It's giving me that text that I cannot read. So bear with me a second. It's giving it to me like in black type on gray screen, and these eyes are getting old. These eyes are getting really old. So there are certain color combinations that do not work for me. In the nick of time. Let's see. So let me see if I saw any of those MWG. No time like the present. The time is now. Time after time. Just in time and in the nick of time. Not there tonight. There we go. Now I think we're getting a good chat bot window. At least I hope we're getting a good chat bot window, because I'm going to be totally confused afterwards. Time stops for no man. Unless you're immortal. If you're immortal like me, then you can stop all the time you want. You actually, well, I don't stop time. I just let it keep going, let you guys use yours up. I did finally get to watch the Justin Timberlake film In Time. I forgot how bad it was. It is so many plot holes. There were so many bad plot holes that I hated it. I had the time of my life because time flies when you're having fun. I'm afraid to ask what was going on at that party, MWG. I'm afraid to ask. Uh, time travel, not on the list tonight. So I did get. I am three-quarters of the way through Tout Le Monde. Um, and that means it will be ready by next week. Time to feed the dinner. Um, what you having, Brian? That's my question. So far, all I've had for lunch are like ramen noodles and spicy ramen noodles. MWG, taking one of my good ones. Taking closing time. Time for some fun. Time is money. Yeah, especially when I said I was supposed to start at 5 o'clock. Or, well, 4:30 was my attempt. And I'm like, if I'm late, 5 o'clock. And then I just looked up and I was like, uh-oh, it's 5:45. One of these days, I promise, ribs and pot roast. Ribs and pot roast? It's like, shouldn't it be one or the other? Devil of a time. As time goes by, tea time and tea time. It would have actually been beautiful weather for tea time today, believe it or not. Um, And you guys have to forgive me here. I'm trying to finish my lunch. All right. So the question is, if you're having ribs and pot roast, there better be some nice baked potatoes with it. There better be some nice baked potatoes with that one, or black eyed peas. Those are my two favorites with pot roast. Half time, full time, part time employee, borrowed time, living on borrowed time. No potatoes, rice. All right, I'm a starch guy. I will let the rice slide. Hey, Kevin, what's good? Um, I will let the rice slide. I can do pot roast and rice. Garbage time, FaceTime. The topic is time. Now, if I had my monocle, I would put "You're running out of time, Mr. Bond." But I don't have my spectacles, so I wish I knew where it went. Or my monocle. I had one, and it vanished on me. Downtime, always a bad thing. Because you know if you're on downtime, something's not working. So far we have had closing time, and that's it. And we're debating whether Brian is right to have pot roast and rice, or whether he just should swap the rice for some either thick fried chips or baked potatoes. We're debating. So that's the subject choice of the night. Let's see. Oh, it doesn't work that way. Damn it! I don't remember how to do the voting thing on my poll. There we go. Potatoes or rice? That's the question of the day. I'm gonna vote zero. Now you only say that because you have the rice with you, Brian. I think that's the only reason you're saying that right now. It's the most wonderful time of the year. All right, let me make sure I didn't miss anything. Once upon a time till the end of time. Nope. All right, we're still good. Time's a wasting. Well, that's why we started really quick tonight, so I didn't start too late after 6. Hello, Kegs. How are we doing? Oh, nice one, Josh. I thought that one might slip by some people. Prince of Persia, The Sands of Time. So, like I said, I think 6 and 10 will be the hard ones. I think 6 and 10 will be the hardest ones out there, but we'll see. And how are you doing, Kegs? Time is an illusion, lunchtime doubly so. Problem is, it's got 2 times in it. First time for everything. And you know what they call a non first timer? A sheep. Time out, not there. About time. Um, somebody's looking at my list because they've gone 1 and 2 in order. Quit peeking, Josh. Time to make the donuts. You know, my problem would be if I was making the donuts, I would eat more than I would make. And then I'd be one of these people that like ballooned out to like 350 pounds. And then I would hate myself. It's not as though I'm healthy as is, because I'm just basically too old to exercise anymore. Time to take out the trash. Almost. Time after time, doing the time work. Thump, thump. Jump to the left, and a swivel to the right. And I should know those lyrics by heart, but I don't. How you doing, Hein? Ladies and gentlemen, 7 o'clock, we will be joining Hein solo tonight for his hindsight trivia. Time capsule, borrow time, post time. Oh, just a very, very simple time machine, whether yours is a DeLorean or a police box or a telephone booth. It doesn't matter. Or if it even looks like an actual spaceship. So the question is, why would you want a time travel machine that looks like a spaceship? I'm just wondering. It's like, if anything, you hide it as a car, you hide it as a police box, you hide it as a phone booth. Time capsule, time and a half, time works wonders, time heals all wounds. There's some debate to that one. Doing hard time, prime time. One time at band camp, we had this tuba, and I'm not allowed to tell the story no more. Time slot, doing time, pass the time, all good ones. Let's just say we scared the animals a lot. And the camp counselors even more. Time off for good behavior. Once upon a time. Right place at the right time. Vacation time. Time clock. So yeah, like I said, I think 6 and 10 are the toughest ones up here. I think everything else could come off in the next 15 minutes. I think everything else can come off in the next 15 minutes. But we will see. Because there are a lot of phrases that involve the hours of the day, the minutes of the year, the seconds of the cosmos. Join us as we go exploring the universe on Time Spacers. Sorry, I had to do it. It's a plug for one of my friends. That is whenever Nerdy gets around to actually redoing Time Spacers. I actually owe him a video for it, and I am so sorry. Because I just don't have anything right now set up to record other than this. Because for whatever reason, time frame, halftime, time is on your side. First time, first time. There's always a first time, master. Harvest time, time capsule. Do you think Dr. Frankenstein succeeded his first time? No. And we have the body parts to prove it. I don't know where that one came from. It was just in my head. I had to get rid of it. I had to get rid of that one. In the nick of time. I ran out of impersonations to try. And the crowd goes, yes, thank you. That's all right. I'll just bring back Peter Lorre. Just to annoy everybody. Timesheet, timetable. Plus my nose is like so stuffed. I can't tell if my imitations are even working or not. It was like my nose is so stuffed. I almost turned on the voice mod today just to auto tune it, and it was like, I don't think I'm going to do that one today. Timesheet, timetable, press for time, hang time, ahead of my time. I like to think that I've always been ahead of my time. Timestamp, give a hard time. Good time chart. Oh, I like that one, Josh. I do like that one. Time Warner. Everybody go back in time. See, I can't do the singing thing. Time Clock with John Vaughn. Or John Vaughn. With John Claude Van Damme as Kronos, the time clock. Clock. Time clock. See? My brain's not working. Time is always of the essence, Murphy. A whale of a time. A timeshare, and if you get caught suckered into buying a timeshare, shame on you. Good Time Girl. We had Good Time Charlie. Good Time Girl would be the good alternate. Big Time Spender. Only during toy shows. Only during toy shows. Or when I'm paying my taxes. Time stands still. Okay. That's about the most standing still I can do in time. The time of my life. Where does the time go? Oh, you gotta be kidding, honey. You got suckered into a timeshare. My parents almost got suckered into one. And they realized they're paying 52 weeks out of the year for something they could only use 2 years for 2 weeks out of the year. And it's like, no. I think the only reason my dad went to it originally was because they were giving him an AM/FM radio. And he was like, all right, I'll go listen to it. I'm not going to do anything. And somehow they almost got caught up in it. See, that's why I've always hated anybody that thinks. What's the word I'm looking for? That's why I've always hated anybody that's tried to sell vacations and timeshares because they know what it is they know you're charging them for a year for 2 weeks, and that's if the building is open and it's on its available schedule and it's being cleaned. No, I wouldn't even complain if my in-laws got bit by the timeshare thing. At least my in-laws got smart and went with the RV route, which I think he still has. Oh, he doesn't have it anymore. Okay. Time of commute, daylight savings time, arrival time, father time, time management. I have not seen 4, 5, 6, 7. And you guys actually got number 10. I had bad time as one of the hard ones. Doing time, Greenwich Mean Time, GMT, Global, General Motors, Toyota. I don't know. Central Standard, High Time, Central Daylight, Once Upon a Time, not there. Ain't nothing but a good time. At no time did I have relations with that woman. Time zone, one of the most famous time quotes of all time. No time to spare. Brian, you're gonna force me to give you an off the wall one, aren't you? I had no time to lose, but I think I got to be fair and say no time to spare fits the category. It was the best of times. It was the worst of times. And all the times in between you drank, so you didn't know which one you were in. Time stands still. You're gonna make me do it again, Kegs? All right, that's as long as I can do it. That's as long as I can do a standstill, or I go stir crazy. The appointed time, matter of time, time bandits, leisure time. We all need some good leisure time. Appointment time, waste of time. I really thought number 8 was going to come off by now. No time like the present, unless it's like a paycheck in it, and then I'll take the past or the future. Big time. Speaking of which, I may have to pull overtime next week. I'm not sure. So just to warn you guys, I don't know which day, but I know somebody's taking April the 1st off. I think. So I may have to pull some overtime one day. So one show may be getting canceled. Big time spender, time lag, how time flies, time zone, good time, in due time, call time, time of the month. Now here's the funny thing. Do you know guys even have a time of the month? It's true. They say we have a time of the month as well. It's basically every day we go to work. No time to lose. Already up there, honey. Brian gave me the I thought AT girl. We did not mean to remind you. Time lapse. some other time. Halftime, prime time. Now, if you were with me at the very, very beginning of the show, I actually gave you number four. I actually gave you guys number four. Next to no time, quality time. Ah, damn, honey. You got both of my hard ones. Real time or in real time. I would have taken either or. Time in a bottle. Jim Croce. It's about time. So I will be honest, this list should be getting completed in the next 3 minutes. At least I think it should be. Hammer time. Can't touch this. Do you know that was the first concert I ever went to? Was an MC Hammer concert. Absolutely loved it. But I've only ever been to like 5 legitimate concerts my entire life. I think. I have done MC Hammer, Lone Star, Winona Judd, Joan Jett and the Blackhearts, and there's one other one I did. Um, 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 um. Clint Black. Those are the only 5 concerts I've ever actually physically attended. Well, see, I lived out in the country, so me getting out to go to places was always difficult. Always. Because I lived in the country. I didn't have my own car. Um, I really didn't have my own job till I was in college. My high school life was very humdrum, to say the least. Just under 2 minutes left on this list, folks. 2 minutes left. And I need to clear out my messages. If it'll pop up like it's supposed to. There we go. Take your time. Quality time. Summertime. Springtime. Showtime. You are in a race against time. You are in a race against 50 seconds. Plus whatever few we give you for lag. In the nick of time. Slow show time. Why did I read that as slow time? I don't know. So we got 3 on the list, folks. 3 left. And again, I don't think any of these 3 are extremely hard. But it just happens to be one of those where you just kind of forget them. Time's up. No, not Not yet. 9, 8, 7. Oh, just I'm going to give it to you. I'm going to say a stitch in time was close enough to a stitch in time saves 9. If you can't do the time, buy a wristwatch. All right, we're at 001 according to the clock. So I'll give you guys a few more seconds to get some guesses in before I reveal the two we did not get. Killing time, high time. If you did MWG, I missed it. Or it didn't come through. I saw your time heals all wounds, but I did not see the one for stitch in time. Time out for good behavior. I'm just going down yours, MWG, just to see if I can find it. I don't think it came through. I don't think it came through. All right, so the two we did not get. You gotta vote 0 or 1, T-Girl. 0 for potatoes, 1 for rice. You already voted, Brian. I haven't changed the poll yet. All right. I told you guys at the start of the show that something happened that was the reason I did not get started till 6 o'clock. I told you guys I actually lost track of time. So number 4 was the computer telling me, quit doing that. Number 5 on the list is this show. It's any trivia show, any trivia streamer, lemur, femur. Oh, you did, Brian. Okay, I'll give you credit where it's due. I'll give you credit where it's due. And number 5 was an idea whose time has come. So we need that next big money-making idea. That's what we need. Anybody got an idea for the next big money-maker idea? Because if you do, let me know. And no, automatic dog washes did not work. Something about soap in their eyes. So, with that, you guys ready for list number 2? Because, like I said, we're only going to really be on for an hour. Murphy's like, no, we're not going to be on for just an hour. Let's see if my wheel will actually work today. prize for you on that one, Murph. No prize. Like I said, Murphy was like a hair from the one player game from yesterday. Want beef, roast beef, and potatoes now. See? I told you, Brian. Potatoes over rice. And I love rice. All right. Are you guys ready for list number 2? Like I said, tonight's a little different. We're not really doing whammies. We're not really doing points. Just in case something comes up. We're just basically blowing an hour of time. uh, exactly, to you. I'm with you 100% on that. I think my computer is trying to tell me something. My computer is telling me when you say 5:30, you better mean 5:30. So we're gonna go back in time. We're gonna turn all the clocks back an hour and a half or an hour, and just start this day all over. So again, ladies and gentlemen, we've had the time list. Now we lead a list of time traveling movies. Back to the Future, Groundhog Day, not there. And I will say, I think there's only one movie on here I haven't seen or heard of. Only one. So we shall see. Hot Tub Time Machine, not there tonight. Rocky Horror Picture Show. Now they sing the time warp. I don't think that counts as a time warp. My computer is telling me something tonight. It really is. 13 going on 30, not there. Looper, not there. Star Trek, not there. Terminator, all good ones, all involving time travel, but not on our list so far. Planet of the Apes, they're gonna be, yeah. All right, there you go, Brian. Potatoes won with 3 votes. What are the odds? Would be 1 in. Let me take a look. How many lists do I have? Multiply 93 by 92. That would give you. All right, I gotta remember how to clear a poll. To come up in that sequence. Well, one in, yeah, it'd still be the same because there are 93 different lists. So for it to come up with 2 in a row. 12 Monkeys and The Lake House are up there. But yeah, I think, let's see. Um, the time list is like list 83, and I think time traveling movies is list 84. Interstellar, not there. Clock Stoppers, not there. Contact, not there. Contact's more of a shoot through space movie than a time travel movie. At least I consider it more of that. Let's see if I missed any. Uh, Planet of the Apes, Stargate, Time Traveler's Wife, Terminator 2, Peggy Sue Got Married, Edge of Tomorrow, Flight of the Navigator, Donnie Darko. All right, we're caught up. We are caught up. Um, so yeah, after this list, guys, we're going to send you guys over to Heinz Solo. Like I said, tonight's going to be a short episode just because I forgot what I was doing today, and I got hooked on getting to Le Mans almost finished. I'm at round 3. I think I'm at round 3 out of 3. Round 1 is done. Round 2 is almost done. And then round 3 is the last thing I have to finish on that one. For those of you that have never seen Tour de Le Monde, it is basically, we start with 6 players and a champion. And the champion is going to basically be determined by previous gameplay. So they're going to literally start as the champion of the show. And they stay champion of the show as long as they win. But the challenger who wins will be our prize winner. And what we do is we start off, you get 2 questions in the first round. And Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure, not there. And so you can answer it with no helps, which is basically no multiple choice, 5 points. You can answer it with 4 multiple choice options for 3 points, or you can answer it with 2 multiple choice for 1 point. So you only got 2 questions to build up your first bank. So you'll get anywhere from 0 to 10 points. There we go. MWG stealing one. I had to have the bogus journey part. Had to have the bogus journey part, or it wouldn't have counted. So you basically get 2 questions to try to get to round 2. It's not my favorite format, but it's basically, I'm trying to be true to the game on this one. The lowest 2 players are eliminated from the game. If there is a tie, say 3 players, then the champion gets to determine which 2 are eliminated. At that point, it's basically 9 questions on a subject chosen by the champion. Champion basically gets 2 subjects to choose from, sort of like our $1 Million Money Drop. And we go through 9 questions. 8 of them are toss-ups. And then the last question is basically, we'll show you the question, and the champion decides which player has to answer it. You can earn up to, and it's randomly chosen on that one, Yeah, Brian, it will probably be a Discord one because I've got a feeling it's just going to be really, really slow to do as a Twitch or as a stream only one. You remember how we did yesterday with Jeopardy, where I basically pulled out your contestant card? There will be a lot of that involved. So we're basically going to BS for a bit to start, and then the questions would just kind of fly by for the most part. And then round two is basically, like I said, 4 players. Everybody has to answer, so that'll be the whisper part of the game. Or the forms part of the game. I've been thinking about using the forms again. Oh, nicely done, honey. And yes, I am a fan of Free Jack. I don't know why. It is a very bad movie, but I'm still a fan of it. I think the twist at the end, the secondary twist, I loved. Not the big twist, but the secondary twist, I think I loved. And so you go through. So you go from 6 down to 4, and then from 4 to 1. And that whoever that one is basically has to take on the champion to try to take their place for the next time we run the game. I am considering making a leaderboard, by the way. I have to figure out what I'm going to do to make a leaderboard, though. It might be web-based, so it won't be, I'm going to use the word might. So we can put up pretty much every game and have like, these are your top 10 players in this game, this game, this game, and this game, and so on. I am considering it. I just have to figure out what's the easiest way to make it. Because I'm thinking I just pull Google Forms over to a page reader. That's what I'm thinking. Oh, Brian, finally! Somebody basically said enough is enough with this one. So give me a minute. Ah, crap. All right. $17. All right, so I'm not changing that one. All right, Brian, I need a number between 1 and 10, and we cannot use number 7. I need a number between 1 and 10. Cannot be number 7 because that's the one we're on. I've been amazed nobody's gone for a change on that one. I will admit I am amazed nobody has gone for a change on that one in forever. Groundhog Day, not there. Butterfly Effect, not there. It actually stays in the file, T-Girl. It actually stays in the file, so if it comes back up, you can still have a shot at it. And what you can do, I'm going to give it to you, Kegs. I'm going to give it to you. Is, for instance, if once you're enough points, you can basically pay to have it come back. They only get changed once they're solved. And I will warn you guys, this one implies there's a certain rule that I have always told you existed. Just so you guys know. There is a rule that is involved. It's down in the subscript and the typing. But I'm not going to tell you what that rule is. Frequency not on the list. Harry Potter not on the list. Deja Vu. See, now there's one I liked. I loved Deja Vu. I shouldn't, just because big there is one huge plot hole in Deja Vu. And that's when he's chasing the Jeep. There is a massive plot hole in that one. Because they say early in the movie it takes X amount of minutes to move the satellite into position, right? He loses him once in the Jeep. The moment he lost him in the Jeep, it's basically there's 7 minutes that have gone by that they don't account for. See You Yesterday, A Christmas Carol, all good ones. You guys are missing one of my favorites. I will tell you guys that right now. Oh, I think I was going to do a Jackie Chan list, and I haven't done my Jackie Chan list. Because I'm back on a martial arts movie kick. So I'm trying to watch Bleeding Steel. I want to watch The Tuxedo again. I want to watch Hero again. And I want to watch War again. Primer not there. It's a good one, but it is not there. Oh, you know what I'm going to do? Since I am not actually doing points off the list tonight, if this works. Nope, it didn't work. Damn it. Thought it was going to work that way. But yeah, to answer your earlier question, T girl, Egg, when he comes in, basically focuses on the four-letter word. He'd written down one day every word he could think of on the computer in Notepad for one of the four-letter words, and I think there were 133 of them that he had come up with. So he starts at A and works his way down. He gets to about T or S on the list, and he's three words from what the word was, and I don't remember what it was at the time. I want to say it was stew. He's three words away from it. Murphy, in her brilliance, and I swear it was a brilliant move, basically let him get that far, and she bought a new list, or bought a new four-letter word. Everybody else was either playing the list, or answering the trivia questions, or doing whichever game we were doing that night. And Murphy, I don't know what made her do it. I don't know what made her do it, because I don't know if it was she just seen Ed just typing four-letter words in chat. But I think it was the fact she noticed he'd gone from the A word to the S word, and it hadn't come up. So I think she knew he was getting close. The very next puzzle she bought. No, Egg wasn't pissed. He was not pissed. He was just frustrated. He was not pissed. The very next the very next puzzle she bought was a 191 word combination. And it went back up to like starting at the B's or something like that. So it was hilarious. No, Egg took it in good form. He really did. He was just mad that he'd been typing in so many words, and she changed it on him, and he didn't realize how close he was either. Because, like I said, he changed it, and I don't tell you what the new one is. I'm sitting here losing it because I know it's three words away. Because Egg had shown me his list of words, so I just scrolled down to see how far he'd gotten, and I'm like, okay, Egg's gonna clean up. And Murphy, bless her heart, and I don't mean that in the southern way, bless your heart. It was totally worth it on my end. I had lost it. I lost it just because I knew what it was. I don't think anybody else realized why I was laughing so hard. Like I said, that's why I'm surprised more people don't do it more often, other than the price tag on it. Just because you'll get to a point where it's like, all right, I've tried every word I can think of. Let me try a new one. Because there are always 10 of them set aside. There are always 10 four-letter word puzzles set aside. As soon as you guys solve one, I literally, as soon as the show is over, that's the first thing I replace. That's the first thing I replace because I've got to fix it on the presentation, and then I have to fix it in Streamlabs chatbot, or I will forget. And I did that one day where I had changed it on the board, but I forgot to change it in chatbot. And so I revealed the word, somebody guessed it, or chatbot said they had gotten it. And I revealed the word, and I'm like, that was the old one. That was the one that did not exist anymore. So yeah, me doing these. There's always a method to my madness. There's always a method to my madness. All right, we got 6 minutes left, and then we are going to send you guys over to Heinz. Um, what I am probably going to do is I'll probably do as a host, and then I'll unhost because I am going to work on Tout Le Monde after I go get some laundry put in the machine. So the stream will probably stay up after the hosting. So if you guys want to hang around and just, like I said, this is one of those where I'll keep a list up, but I probably won't be doing anything with it. Ah, Kegs. You did beat it. Alex, your bot is the one that counts, not Streamlabs. Or at least a madness to my method. That too. I gotta give Kegs a vault shot. So Kegs, you will get a vault shot either immediately after this list or on the very first part of the next episode. It just depends on how long we take on the list, how soon Heinz will get started. Let me make sure. I'm making sure. Brian, you got your one-player game, right? Because I still had it marked clear. Yeah, we did win sanity for you. That was right. We did win sanity for you. And I got to fix my my one-player game selector doesn't seem to be as random as I thought it would be. Because I realized we have yet to do You Deserve It episode. Well, now that we've done Deal or No Deal, which hadn't come up for a while, so I'm wondering if it's working again. I am wondering if it's working again. Kate and Leopold, not there. Let me make sure I did not miss anybody's guesses. There was one I was worried about I might miss. Frequency Edge of Tomorrow, Austin Powers Gold member, click. Okay, I haven't seen it yet. I have not seen it yet. And I may start keeping track of whammy winners on the list. Just to see how to do it. Like how many you get right, how many whammies you win. But I got to figure out how to do this. I do have to figure out how to do it. Because like I said, I would prefer it to be web-based. But I don't know. Because like I said, my crossover coding is really, really out of date. Black Knight, not there. It's one of the few Martin Lawrence films I like. What's the one with Martin Lawrence where he's got to break back into the bank because they built the bank over his heist? God, I can't think of the name of that one. I think those are the only two Martin Lawrence films I really enjoyed. Is not the thing you got to do. I'm going to draw a blank on this one. Alright, why did it not count? Oh, because it's got quotes around it. Damn it. Cancel that. Control. I would have swore I took all those quote ones out. Yeah, nope, I did not. All right, 50 seconds left, folks. And then we are going to send you guys over to Heinz Solo for a while. And like I said, my stream will probably be back up or will stay up. Um, it'll be on host mode for a little bit. And then I'm going to probably be back here finishing Tout Le Monde. And then I may have you guys help me decide what to work on next. All right, we have 4 left. I'll give you guys a couple of extra minutes, as I always do, because I never know how bad the lag is. You know the funny thing too, girl? I finally figured out that is not this girl. It's the lost girl. I finally figured that out like 25 minutes ago. Don't ask me why. It was like, I kept looking at it, it's like, okay, that's not an I. Phyllis, Phils. Oh! Duh. It was one of those brain moments. All right, so with that, folks, we're going to show you the last 4 on the list. Number 5, I don't think anybody was on the right track, but I may have missed some that were close. Number 5 was the Adjustment Bureau. Okay, I got you. I kept thinking the Oceanic 616 or whatever that plane was. The Adjustment Bureau was number 5. And sort of along the same train of thought, we had Predestination. And yeah, it's giving Kegler credit just because I left his name in the blank. But it's not Kegler getting credit for those ones. Number 6 on the list, I was trying to give a small hint when I had said I was paying attention to some martial arts films. And I mentioned the Tuxedo. But the time traveling film we were looking for was the Jacket. And I am going to say shame on Spock for not getting number 8. I will probably say shame on Kegler as well at first guess. Number 8. The Necronomicon from Army of Darkness. Army of Darkness was on the list. This is my boomstick. Well, you got a couple of guesses in there, Spock. I saw a couple of guesses from you. But yeah, so we had Click, Austin Powers Gold Member, 12 Monkeys, Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey, and I gotta add the what's the most recent one? The Adjustment Bureau, The Jacket, The Lake House, Army of Darkness, Free Jack, and Predestination. So, ladies and gentlemen, the computer kind of made fun of me tonight because I started late. And what does it do? It picks a time list. It picks a time traveling list. It don't like me right now. All right, guys. So, like I said, we are going to send you guys over to Hein Solo. I am probably going to keep the stream up for a little bit. A box set with all versions of the arm. I want to say it exists because I have a guy that basically has his version of it. Um, but he charges like ridiculous prices for movie sets. He charges like you could go to Walmart, you could buy season X of whatever series, and it'll cost you like 7, 8, maybe $15. This guy basically goes out and he gets these box sets and just starts charging 20, 30, $40 for a box set. I'm like, no, I think I'll take my chance at flea markets and stuff. All right, guys. So, like I said, with that, we're going to send you guys over to Hein Solo. Everybody have fun. Like I said, I'll probably keep my stream up for a little bit hosting. And then after that, I will probably be back to work on Toot Lamont if you guys want to see some of the stuff I do. And we will see you guys a little bit later.